It's just a ball, just a game. But for those who love the sport, there is nothing quite like it. The competition, the bond with your team, the pull for some is indescribable. Tim Callahan is one of those guys.
We were thought as one of the best flag football teams in the country, so we were into it. We were definitely flag football nerds, if you want to say.
And it's that love of the game that leads us to Tim's story. Flag football is not supposed to be violent, a competitive game. Sure, a few bumps and bruises, but in the end, everyone shakes hands and walks off the field. But Tim's passion for the game and his skill nearly cost him the unthinkable, the ability to use his arms and legs.
I heard my neck pop, and just as quickly as that happens, I just went completely paralyzed. It was boom, once it happened, boom, you're just like, done. Like I thought my head came apart from my body.
In many ways, it was just another tournament, and Tim was simply trying to make just another routine play.
I can see it, but it's hard for me to explain. He got two hands on the ball, I had one hand on the ball, and me trying to pull it out, when I did, we both fell on the ground, and I fell landing on my butt, sitting kind of straight up. And I'm guessing I brought him down into me, since we were kind of tangled up, and ended up landing on top of my head and pushing my head into my chest and broke my neck instantly.
I ran over there and I thought that maybe he just got banged up a little bit or whatever, but then he said, "Hey Ralph, this is bad."
Tim's friend Ralph Graham was playing on a field close by. He heard Tim scream.
He's like, "I can't move." I was like, "All right, well just relax. We'll figure this out." And he's like, "No, I heard two cracks and I can't move my legs."
And I could see it in their eyes, just how scared they were.
And even as emergency calls were being made, Ralph knew he had to do something else. He gathered everyone around Tim for a prayer.
I got a good warm feeling over me while I was praying that it's not going to end like this. I'm going to get you through this, and you just need to believe. And honestly, that's what I did then, and that's what I've kind of done since.
Every Saturday, I knew that was his commitment.
Through all of this, the injury, the prayers, the calls to 911, Tim's wife Jamie was unaware. And when she got to UF Health, what she heard stunned her.
He has a spinal cord injury. Currently, he is functional quadriplegic. We do not know what recovery is going to look like, but we do know we need to operate as soon as possible.
Tim's family got the same calls, his mom and dad and his brother David.
I'm thinking to myself, wow, he's in Fleming Island. He's passing 1, 2, 3, 4 different hospitals going to Shands. This might be serious.
Tim was rushed to Trauma 1 at UF Health Jacksonville. His family was close behind, and what they heard when they arrived, that he was paralyzed, was shocking.
Functional quadriplegic, what? And my heart just goes, what? I said, I don't believe that. I just, no way. I'm not going to accept that. Jamie and I kind of looked at each other, and it's like, wow. It's like you're taken back.
But all the steps that Shands took was awesome.
Oh, it was
really awesome.
It was to watch the people work, especially in the emergency room down there. And they didn't care. It's their business, and it's their area, and they live there, and that's what they do, and because they're good at it.
It took a team to bring Tim back from the brink. Dr. Elizabeth Vitarbo was one of 2 trauma surgeons who operated right away. 2 vertebrae in Tim's neck had been pushed out of place. Vitarbo removed the disc between them, realigned them, and then fused them together with a cadaver bone. The other surgeon, orthopedic specialist Dr. John Kirkpatrick, later reinforced the back of Tim's neck with a second bone grafted from his hip.
But when he came out and I saw him move his foot, it was like, okay. And I
cried.
I bawled like a baby.
Tim wasn't the only one healing. The whole family began to feel comfort when Dr. Kirkpatrick offered something they'll never forget.
Before the surgery, he came to see us, and he prayed with us. That really meant so much to us. We thought, oh my goodness, this is awesome.
It was a very difficult thing for anybody to go through, but being able to share at least the faith was a remarkable way to be able to reassure them that we're doing everything we can.
The prayers, the expertise, the compassion of the dozens of caregivers involved in Tim's case, all of it worked. Slowly but surely, Tim began to recover, to regain the feeling in his arms and legs. He credits his caregivers and his wife.
He was very scared. Of course, I was scared too.
Scared, but she wouldn't let Tim know. She stayed strong.
I just remember thinking, okay, we can deal with this. We're we're strong. We have our foundation, our faith.
You know, I couldn't have asked for somebody, you know, better in my life to deal with this whole situation than her.
And I told him this, you know, it's till death do us part. You know, this is a commitment that I made. It does not matter. Let's just get through it. No matter the outcome, I'm standing by you.
And everyone who has taken this journey with Tim will tell you his recovery has been remarkable. It took months, first at UF Health, then at Brooks Rehab, but Tim was finally able to start walking again.
Astounding. Astounding. I would have never predicted that, and one of my mantras with my spinal cord injury patients especially is, this is our typical expectation. You're more than welcome to prove me wrong, and I hope you do prove me wrong. And he really is the first patient that truly proved me wrong.
Plenty of weight. We're not worried about him. Okay.
4.5 years later, there is another blessing for the Callahans. Elijah Joseph Callahan was born in the summer of 2014.
It's amazing. I mean, and everybody kind of always jokes around that he's the miracle baby and stuff, yeah, and I try not to, you know, put that pressure on him or whatever, but, you know, but he really is. I mean, absolutely, because we obviously didn't think we'd be able to do that. Left foot, there you go.
Another positive outcome, what Tim is now doing with his second chance. He started the Tim Callahan Foundation that provides free sports camps to underprivileged kids.
When they point you out, you go stand behind them, okay?
It's certainly a blessing when you see people recover. Tim or any of the patients that we see. It's a huge blessing to see them getting back to what they need to do and what to do and love to do.
God, I wish I had your courage, Tim. I really do. I wish I could. I don't know. There are just some things in him that I don't have in me. Just the will to fight and the strength, and just something I don't have. And it's amazing that he does.
And Tim and his family also say they will never forget the people at UF Health and everyone else involved in his case for giving him back his life.
The faith of it, the peace of it, or with well, I was naive about what, you know, still the possibilities of it. And I'm going, no, these people have him. You know, I saw what they were doing, and I said, okay, they know what they're doing, and I was perfectly at peace with everything that's happening.
You guys do whatever you need to get me better. I mean, I knew these guys were the best of the best, so it's like, you guys do whatever you need to get me better.
Thanks.
Yes.
I mean, it was
Thank
amazing
you so much.
to see what happened from the beginning to the end. It was them. It really was.